Welcome to the first episode of the Founders Chamber. My name is Dalila Hamza. Here is a space where entrepreneurs get to tell us their journeys, the ups and downs, and everything in between. You get to hear it straight from the host's mouth. Here, it's not scripted. Struggling with hair loss can be painful, or rather, very devastating, either after postpartum or thinning or just for unclear reasons. Well, there's always a solution into a problem. And today we have an amazing guest. He's called Daudi Ngoa. He's the CEO, customer care. Oh my God, did I just put that right? Of Island Drops, and he's joining us for the first time. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Daudi, this is a space where entrepreneurs get to tell their journeys, the ups and downs, and all the things that they went through. I'm really excited to hear on your part this island drop that you came about with. Could you give us a brief history of how it all started? Why did you choose to come up with Island product?
So basically, Island Drops came about from an inspiration when my son had a condition with his skin. He had a problem that I took him to the hospital, and it became frustrating to the point where my wife's cover wasn't able to pay for the medication he was supposed to get. And his grandma had an enlightenment about pure virgin coconut oil, and that's where we began.
Okay, interesting.
Whatever that wasn't able to be cured using the creams and everything else that was on the pharmacy's shelves, we found cure in pure virgin coconut oil, which helped my son with his skin condition. And I thank God that today he is the reason why I'm trying to build a legacy, not for me, but for him, and also to help anyone else who's been struggling with maybe some skin conditions, hair loss, and everything that is related to having problems with hard water, as in the areas that we live in our home states. And just, I'm trying to give back to the community.
Through it. Yes. So you say experience is the best teacher.
It is.
And here you are.
And here, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So this product of yours, Island Drops, how is it different from the other products that are on the market?
For me, the first time I had an encounter with the pure virgin coconut oil, it had been sourced from Lamu.
Oh, okay.
So it had quite a distinctive smell because of its pureness, and then the texture was also different.
Oh, okay.
And the color, it was just something that was amazing. You could feel it on your skin, even in the smell. You could feel the freshness of the coconut, and that just gave me hope that there might be healing in this, and it was, alhamdulillah.
Wow, you're talking about healing. So what do you exactly mean about it healed? Because
at that time, two things were happening coincidentally at the same time. My wife had just given birth to our son, so she was struggling with postpartum shedding, and my son was struggling with a skin condition that I couldn't understand.
Okay.
And feeling helpless just led me to wanting to help, and the best way I could help was offering the pure virgin coconut oil to help ease his pain. And to me, after it happened and he was fine, I define that as healing.
Oh, amazing. That's cool, healing. So, Daudi, let's talk about the unique thing about the coconut oil that you are producing, as well as the treatment for the hair. What is that unique ingredient that you say, hii hapa, hapana, naishikilia? That unique one.
There isn't much of an ingredient in pure virgin coconut oil, but there are ingredients in the elixir that I make.
Okay.
This 𝗪𝐿𝐴, root revival elixir, which helps combat with the hard water problem, postpartum shedding, and for the women, I just want them to have that confidence of having your own natural hair, because braiding pulls back the hair, and when you comb it, it goes away with it. The hard water just makes your
things
hair follicles just so hard. When you comb it, you lose a volume of it. So I decided to do something about it. I did some research on just looking at the Ayurvedic methods of treating hair loss.
Okay.
And I found one. And the major, if I'm to say, the number one ingredient in my elixir is 𝘂𝗵µE, because that is a powerhouse of nutrients.
Oh.
It could do a whole episode.
So the grandmother's secret is out.
Yes. The 𝘂𝗵MOS and moringa.
Okay. Moringa is quite interesting.
Moringa is quite versatile when it comes to its benefits.
A person may ask, as an entrepreneurs out there, on matters of oil pulling, can your coconut oil do oil pulling? Because this is kind of a new thing, a trend on TikTok. I see that a lot of people are using the coconut oil for oil pulling and cleansing themselves out. Is yours, can a person use yours?
Yes, because it is food grade.
Okay. So we start oil pulling here.
We don't have to do it here, but if you get a bottle and you get a scoop of it and you wish to do that, then you're more than okay to do it, because it doesn't have to be just a trend.
Okay.
It could be a ritual that you do every day, because the benefits are just so much.
A lot, yeah. Sasa twende hapa. What are the challenges that you faced so far as a founder of Island Drops that actually put you to the edge? You were pushed to the edge, you say, I'm about to give up. Perhaps an entrepreneur, founder, aspiring to venture in the same place you are today. What are the challenges that you faced? Perhaps because they say experience is the best teacher.
I would say for any founder that I know, or there is, the major challenge is financials.
Okay.
Yes. Because you need product,
Mm-hmm.
you need to produce, you need to package, you need to manufacture, you need to make sure that it gets to the right people, you need labeling, you need everything. All this comes around to having money. I invested.
Pesa.
Yes.
Okay.
I invested in this with my own money, because I wanted to have something that I would call
Your own.
mine, but it's not for me.
Okay.
I'm just the beginning. This is going to be a legacy to the beneficiaries. Kizazi kinachokuja ndio kitakachofaidi. Mafuta nazi yamekuwa tangu jadi na jadi.
Absolutely.
Because if you look back, coconut oil or coconut seeds were brought here by the Sultan.
Yeah. Let's go back in history now.
Yes, we got back when everything else couldn't work. But for us here in Mombasa, our island, we got to have coconut. Zanzibar walipata karafuu, wakapata iliki. Sisi tulipata mbegu za minazi. Na katika asilia mafuta ya nazi safi yako na manufaa mengi sana kwetu sisi. Wakati tukiinukia, kabla tujue Vaseline, tujue Valon, tujue all these other products that were on the shelves, what was closest to us was what we had. And coconut oil is what all our grandmothers had.
Okay.
And they used it.
Up to date.
And they still use it. And now if we can continue using it, why not?
Absolutely. Because when you go home, the grandmother is very strict. Taka mafuta nazi, staki haya. It's always about just go there, get me this, and bring it home.
Sisi tukinukia, mafuta nazi yalikuwa ni yale ya kuuzwa mtaani. Kuna mzee alikuwa akizunguka na kibuyu na vichupa vidogo vidogo vya kupima. Wakati huo akizunguka akiita chepe waya. Chepe, I remember. Alikuwa akiuza chepe ambayo ni mafuta nazi. Na waya wa kusugulia sufuria. Siuzi waya. Lakini nitauza mafuta nazi.
Ushasema. Yeah, so the best thing about founders, they found their self-journey is to be hard. Sometimes family members supporting them is quite, sometimes you can be really crazy. They think the idea is too crazy. So for a person who's starting a business, an entrepreneur or any other founder out there, what advice would you give them from your experience? And how would they be able to stand out? Because a person thinks that being an entrepreneur or founder, you can go on vacation any day, anytime. That's the aspect that is out there with some.
No. When you are a founder, when you're an entrepreneur, you have no time to rest because you're constantly...
No holidays?
Why do you need holidays?
See, relaxing the mind, breathing out. I mean,
there's so many things you could do that are relaxing. For me,
let me take notes.
For me, doing this is relaxing because I feel content when I hear people get high from all sorts of things. I get high when somebody calls me, or maybe somebody like you who has used the pure virgin coconut oil and you've used the elixir. When you call me or you send me a text message and you tell me this product is so good, I would like to become a lifetime value customer. I don't just want to be a customer. I buy it today and then I forget about it. No, I want to be there and walk the journey with you as you progress into building something that is much bigger than you, because this is bigger than me.
I like that.
When you're doing something that is bigger than you, there's no rest. You're constantly thinking of upgrading and scaling and giving people better. For me, I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist, but I like things done in a certain way that is just perfect.
Okay, perfect. Almost there. You've talked about uplifting. What would you advise founders and matches? You yourself, have you ever joined any kind of mentorship initiative or a training or something that actually educated you on matters of that? Because most of us, as I was growing up, I used to see entrepreneurs out there. They say, we have a YouTube school of, they call it school of what? Yeah, so they say everything self-taught. So what's your advice for founders who are watching you at this particular moment? Have you ever yourself been in a training before?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would say that no man is an island. We all need help.
Oh.
And you have to be able to set yourself apart by becoming someone who is coachable and teachable at the same time. You can't be the one who is the smartest in the room. Lazima wapatie watu nafasi ya kukukosoa na kukuongoza. And I found that with Hazina Group, and they have a program called Hazina Accelerator. And believe me, I jumped on board the first time I heard about them, and I knew where my focus is, because it wasn't just about that moment, it was about the future. And kama wanavyosema safari ya kesho
pangwa leo.
So I joined a strategy workshop, which led to even me being here with you today. Because if I hadn't shown up, I wouldn't have known how to create structure for my business. And now I know with what I want, I can reverse engineer to getting the results with help.